Hi, Capricorn. Welcome to your daily money and career check-in for the 22nd of March, 2024. I hope all of you are doing amazingly well and enjoying the daily format. Let me know in the comment section where you're tuning in from. Love to hear from all of you. I try my best to reply to all the comments. Thank you so much for all the support on the channel. It really keeps me going. We have the Empress wanting to come out. Oh my God. Libra, strong Venus energy showing up, strong Taurus energy. This is really cool. Attracting, not chasing, Capricorn. Wow. I couldn't even get to my lines, and the cards are very chatty today. But yeah, I was saying thank you for your love and support on my channel. Really appreciate it. Let me know in the comment section, what kind of readings work for you. What kind of readings would you like me to do more of, less of? I'm really open to feedback. So I was going to open up by overall energy around you when it comes to money and career. And the first card that's already revealed itself is the Empress. I would say Capricorn, it doesn't get better than the Empress, when it comes to money, abundance, growth, expansion. I really think this is a day to also indulge a little bit in the finer things of life, like indulge in something luxurious, indulge in things that, pamper you, take care of yourself, book that massage, book that holiday. It's that kind of energy that I'm picking up from this card. So looking really good so far for the 22nd of March. Let's get you two more. You have the Eight of Pentacles. You've worked hard to get to this level, or you are inspired to work hard to really step into your Empress energy. And you have the Seven of Pentacles. I think this is also a little bit of like combined with the Empress energy. You have the beautiful Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck, some reason for joy, celebration. Today's a really good day to go out with your friends, loved ones, just enjoy life, like just enjoy being in the moment, enjoy how far you've come, Capricorn. And I know maybe your physical reality or your 3D world might not represent that right now. And I read all my comments, and I know some of you are going through a tough time financially, and you might not feel like this is the moment to celebrate. But what you have to remind yourself is that we live in a universe of energies, right? And you can read up a little bit more on this if this, interests you. But essentially, your brain cannot distinguish between what's truly happening in the physical reality or the imprints or the memories or the manifestations that you're kind of putting into your brain. So if your 3D reality is not satisfactory, is not something that you would want in your life, then start living as if whatever you're imagining and manifesting and hoping for is already here. You have to kind of like almost make your brain believe that that is the experience that you're having, and that's when you start to attract energies of that circumstance, of that scenario. So let's say you're going through a difficult time with money right now, and you want to be making like six figures in a year. Start imagining what your life would be like if you had that six-figure salary right now, or that six-figure income right now. What would you be doing with your day to day? What would you be wearing? Where would you be living? Who are the people that are around you? What is the experience? What do you spend your time and energy on? What do you do for work? What do you do outside of work? And the more details you can get in your manifestations and in your dreams, it really just really does work like magic, and you'll start to see elements start to show up in your life that's going to keep reinforcing this faith. And I think the universe will surprise you positively on how this stuff really works. And it took me many, many years to kind of get my head wrapped around this philosophy. I will say, of course, it's not easy, especially when you're going through a difficult time. You're so bogged down by the emotions of what's happening around you. It's very hard to step out and be like, oh, let me imagine what my life would be like if, all of this had worked out in my favor. But as I started to try, because I think, when you're in a dark place, when you're really unhappy, you grasp for anything, any kind of help that can come. You're like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this. And I started to really experiment with this philosophy, and it works. It works like magic. I kid you not. So if you don't want to use it on something as big as, let's say, your financial stability, but I think you should. But anyway, you can start with a small example. Let's say you're not looking forward to a meeting at work. Start imagining the bestest possible outcome of that meeting. Let's say you have to present to a group of people, and it's a challenging presentation, and you want them to say yes. Imagine what that yes would feel like. Imagine how you would go out and celebrate afterwards. Imagine what that yes would unlock for your business, for your money, for your capabilities. And just try it and just see what happens. And let me know in the comment section how it works out for you. But this is how I started. I started with small examples in my work life and my personal life. And when I started to get some immediate wins, I started to elevate that energy and started to use it for bigger things in my life, like financial standing or like relationship harmony and things like that. And it really, really started to work for me. But I would say it's a practice. It's like going to the gym. You have to stay with it. You have to do it every day. You have to practice it further and further every day, because as human beings and as living in this society that we live in, we fall off the wagon so quickly. And one setback I would go through, and suddenly all this philosophy would go out the window. So I had post-it notes. I still have them, like on my MacBook, on my mirror when I wake up. Is just to live as if. I've written the words live as if, and whatever it is that I'm manifesting, live as if that's already here. So I don't know how I got into that, but I guess that was the main message for today, and it had to come out by me sharing my own experience with all of you. And I would be so happy if I can be of help to anyone. And please, let's make this a community of people who are trying out this philosophy, and let's put it out in our comments, and let everybody read and see what your wins have been. So very happy to be getting us started on this beautiful journey of living as if whatever you're hoping for, whatever you're dreaming for is already here. I mean, give it a shot, right? You've got nothing to lose. And if you're already in a tough spot, well, you just want things to be better, right? So anything that can help us feel better, why not give it a shot? Why not try it out? And then, of course, different people will resonate with it at different levels of intensity, and that's totally fine. Okay, so going back to the 22nd of March, 2024, I feel you're in a very serene energy. That's how I'm feeling right now, and I'm an intuitive reader, so I get the energies, I feel them. It's very like, hey, I'm Capricorn, I know what I bring to the table. It's not like in an arrogant way, it's in a very peaceful, like demure, serene way that I let all these good things come to me. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting for you today. I've worked hard to be where I am today. I have gone through the trials and tribulations that life throws our way. And I have learned the beautiful art of being patient and getting things in divine timing. And I have connected the dots and looked at my life and introspected at my life. And I have known that the universe always has a plan much better than the one that I can come up for myself. So this is the kind of energy or sentences or statements I feel could really work well for you today, because it's one of those days that's super powerful. There's a beautiful empress shining down on you. She wants you to attract and not chase. She wants you to pull back power and consider yourself. So let me give you another example. And I use this sometimes. And, the tarot taught me this when I was learning the tarot and learning different energies. The Empress is by far my favorite card in the tarot deck, because I think when I was meditating on her, when I was learning tarot a few years ago, I felt that she came to me in a very bold way. And I use this energy now when I'm feeling really stressed about something or things are not going as planned. I take a huge, massive, deep breath. And then I think of the Empress, and I always sort of have the Rider-Waite Empress image, which is this one. Maybe you guys want to take a picture of it, because it's just such an abundant, luxurious. I love the colors on this card. And I take a step back and I think to myself, if I were the Empress, how would I respond to this situation? And trust me, guys, just keeping that question in your mind, helps you increase your reaction time. You don't get super triggered by people. You take a step back and you're like, what, my highest, greatest version, how would that version of myself respond to whatever it is that I'm dealing with? So something for you to think about, let's say you're in a stressy situation work-wise or in your personal life. Someone's just giving you a hard time. Maybe there are issues with your partner. Maybe there are issues with your manager at work. Just take a step back and be like, if I were the Empress, the queen of the queens, and the tarot is gender neutral, so it can be king of the kings or whatever gender you associate yourself with. Or forget gender, you can just say, what my highest, greatest version of myself, right? How would that version respond to this situation at hand? Trust me, it's just this one sentence. If you start looking at life that way, you'll suddenly realize that, your response is very well considered. You don't react in the moment and regret it later. It's kind of like when people tell you sleep on it, you'll feel differently about this the next day. And if you're one of those people, and I am definitely one of those people, it's very hard for me to sleep on it. If I'm triggered, I want to respond in the moment. But the Empress has taught me over the last few years that there is a better way to deal with life. There is a better way to deal with stressful situations. And trust me, I found many other positive effects of the Empress. It helped me become healthier, like physically. I think my skin improved after I started using the Empress energy because, the stress levels started to go down, and I think stress can bring on so many physiological, like so much physiological impact, right, in a negative way. And I found that, like I started to look after my body, I started to look after myself, I started to go to the gym more regularly, I started to, be very, very particular about the fact that I will not miss going for a walk today, because for me, that kind of became like my spiritual medicine. And like how we pop a pill for whatever allergies or anything, it became like sacrosanct for me that I have to train in the gym, I have to go for a walk, I have to look after myself. And I'm not going to let the world or the experiences around me dictate how my day goes or how my life goes, because I am the Empress. And the Empress version of me is definitely not going to respond to it like this. And the fact that we know that as human beings, the minute we ask ourselves that the highest, greatest possible version of yourself, how would that version react to the situation? And the fact that we know that there is a difference between how we're reacting right now and how the Empress version of yourself would react, I think is proof enough that we are capable of change. We are capable of positively responding to difficult situations around us. So, sorry, I've gone on a bit of a rant. I'm quite conscious of it, but sometimes that's how spirit works through me. Sometimes by sharing my own story or sharing my own experience is the message for the day. And March 22nd, I feel it's not just about today. I think it's setting off a whole new chapter in your money and career where you are embodying this Empress energy, not just today, but for years to come, for decades to come. And there is a symbolic reference of this Eight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. That's like 15 pentacles right there, 8 + 7. It's like going beyond even the tarot suit, which goes from 1 to 10, right? It's like thinking in such an abundant way, thinking in such a open-minded possibilities way that this is indeed possible for me. This is indeed something that I can attract into my life. And I think, you know what? That's where the magic starts to happen for you, Capricorn. I love this for you. I feel like I'm not going to pull more tarot, but I'm going to get you some oracles. And then let's see if I get guided to go back to the tarot. But that was a very, I would say, divinely ordained kind of reading. Even for me as a reader, I just felt the messages were coming through so clearly. And a lot of times, I don't know, like I think, was it, who was that writer who wrote Big Magic? Is it Liz Green, the Eat, Pray, Love woman? She talks about this genius, like genius working through creative people, artists. I mean, she associates it with the genius working through her, the way she writes, or basically through the written word. And that sometimes these, you can say, the spirit team or the jinns kind of work really well through you and you're the medium. And sometimes there's a bit of a block. And that's why, as spiritual healers, tarot readers, we have to keep our energy so clean and so balanced so that we can channel other energies for other people. And I felt that today I was really given an opportunity to use myself as a medium and to be of service to the Capricorn collective and channel these messages in a very articulate, clear way by also giving you some personal examples. Okay, thank you, Spirit Team. Thank you so much. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to be of service today in that way. Okay, let's go to the Angel Answers deck and let's see what shows up for you for March 22nd, 2024 when it comes to money. Capricorn, I just want you to know that you have so much power over your environment. You are larger than your circumstances. You are larger than your environment. I just know it. I just feel it. I feel it. Got like goosebumps. I just feel it. Let's see what the angels have for you. Don't ever forget that. They're saying, if you believe, oh my God. Absolutely. This is the power of living as if. This is the power of working with your cosmic divine team, working with your intuition, working with your manifesting powers. And you have tons of them. Capricorn, it's if you believe. Start living in that 5D way that whatever I'm manifesting is already here. Get detailed about what your day is like. Who are you hanging out with? What's happening around you? And that's when the magic truly, truly starts to set in. Love this for you, Capricorn. Oh my God, look at the beautiful opportunity card. March 22nd might just be a day that you want to circle off in your calendar and maybe journal about it, because I think this is a day where you might come back even like months afterwards, weeks afterwards, years afterwards, and read the journal entry And I think there's going to be a special meaning because you are saying no to that previous cycle that you've been on. You're saying no to basically, you're kind of rebirthing a new version of yourself. You're rebirthing this Empress energy. You're rebirthing this version, the highest, most abundant version of yourself. And that version is going to say no to any kind of BS, any kind of people, places, things that drain energy from you. Nah, 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 Capricorn, you're done. That part of your life is done. Oh my God. And they're giving you a timing card at the bottom of the deck within the next few months. I would say, Capricorn, March 22nd, start getting into this Empress energy and see how your life has a fundamental shift within the next few months. And I want to hear from all of you who try this. And I hope that all of you watching will try this. Let me know in the comment section. Send me an email. I love to hear from all of you. And honestly, personally, I think it would be very gratifying for me if some of you tried out this energy, embodying the Empress energy. And let's create this Capricorn collective here on the Tarot S channel and bring all this abundance into our lives, right? You live once, so let's make the most of it, right, Capricorn? I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for watching. And if this connected with you, please do hit that like button for me, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.